Polynomials SAT Part 2. Dividing terms. Each term consists of coefficients, like the 5 here, and the variable and its exponent, like the z power 4 here. To divide terms, divide the coefficients and subtract the exponents or powers of the variable. Let's take an example here. Divide 6z power 7 by 5z power 4. So we'll have 6z power 7 over 5z power 4. So we'll divide the coefficients. It will be 6 over 5 and z power 7 minus 4. We subtracted the exponents or the powers. So the answer will be 6 over 5 z power 3. Dividing polynomials. Divide 20x squared y power 4 by 2x y power 2 z power 7. So we have 20x squared y power 4 over 2x y power 2 z power 7. So we will divide the coefficients. We will have 20 over 2 and x power 2 minus 1, y power 4 minus 2, z power 0 minus 7. If you don't know, we don't need to write z power 0 minus 7. We can write it as z power negative 7 directly, as there is no z power 0 here. But I just write it so you can, you imagine what happened. There is no z, so it's z power 0. So we subtract the 0 from the 7. Okay. So the answer will be 10xy squared z power negative 7. Ex. Divide 32m squared n plus 12mn cube k minus 4m power 3 n k by 4mn. Okay, it's divided by 4mn. Feel free to separate them to make it easier. So we will start here by this expression here, 32m squared n over 4mn. We'll divide the coefficients, 32 over 4, so it will be 8. Then m power 2 minus 1, n power 1 minus 1. So it will be 8m. Then we have 12m n cube k over 4mn. So 12 over 4 will be 3m minus 1 power 1 minus 1 and n power 3 minus 1 k minus 4m power 3 n k over 4mn. 4 will be cancelled out with the 4, so we have m power 3 minus 1 n power 1 minus 1 k. So it will be m power 2 k. Question 1. Which of the following is equivalent to the expression above? Okay, so we'll take this expression and we'll separate them and divide them. We have 32 over 4, a squared minus 1, b power 1 minus 1, plus 12 over 4, a power 1 minus 1, b power 3 minus 1, c. So we divided the coefficients and subtracted the exponents. Okay, so the answer will be 8a plus 3b squared c. This one. Factors. Factoring is determining the numbers we multiply to get the given quantity. Here are a variety of factors of the number 24. 24 is equal to 12 multiply 2, 6 multiply 4, and 3 multiply 4 multiply 2, and negative 3 multiply negative 8, negative 2 multiply 2 multiply negative 6. These are all factors of the number 24. Okay, here are the variety of factors of the expression 6x squared. We have 6x squared, it's equal to 6 multiply x squared, or 6x multiply x, or negative 6x multiply negative x, or 2 multiply 3 multiply x squared. These are all factors of 6x squared. Greatest common factor. The greatest common factor is the largest common factor between the terms of the equation. As example, you have AB plus AC minus AD. So the factor between these terms is the A. So we'll take A out, it's A, B plus C minus D. So if we break the bracket, it will be A multiply B, A multiply C, A multiply negative D. It will give us the previous expression. EX. Find the greatest common factor of the following. 8x minus 16. So we have 8x minus 16. We can take the x as the common factor because there is the lowest power of x is x power 0. So we can't take x as a common factor. We have here the 8 and the 16. We can take the 8 as a common factor, as here 16 is 8 multiplied 2. So we can take the 8 as a common factor. So we have 8x plus 2. Factor out the greatest common factor from each of the following polynomials. Let's say we have 80 x power 8 plus 4 x power 3 minus 16 x power 5. So we can take 4x cubed as a common factor because x cubed, the 3 here is the lowest exponent of x, so we can take x power 3 as a common factor. And remember, when you take a common factor, it's as if you are dividing the numbers with this common factor. So we take the 4x cubed here as a common factor from all of these terms. So 80x power 8, it's equivalent to 4x cubed multiplied to 20x power 5. And 4x cubed, it's already there, minus 4x cubed multiply 4x squared. It's equivalent to 16x power 5. So we take the common factor for x cubed. We will have 20x power 5 plus 1 minus 4x squared. Okay, let's say here we have 8x power 4 y power 3, 7x power 3 y minus 9x squared y. Okay, let's see what is the lowest power of x, or the lowest exponent of x. It's 2. What is the lowest exponent of y? It's 1. So we can take x power 2 y as a common factor. This is for the variables, but for the numbers, let's see what are the common number we can divide by all of these three numbers. There is no number common between these three numbers. So we will take x squared y as a common factor. So here we have, you can skip, feel free to skip this step, you can factor it out and write it directly in this form, but this part is just for you to understand it, feel free to skip it. Okay, so 8x power 4y, it's equivalent to x squared y multiply x power 2, 8x power 2, y power 2 plus here the x squared y multiply 7x is equivalent to 7x cubed y, and finally the negative xy multiply the 9y is equivalent to this part. So we will take the 8x squared y as a common factor, so this will be the answer. X squared y multiplied by 8x squared y squared plus 7x minus 9y. Question 2. Negative 4x squared minus 12x. Which of the following is equivalent to the expression above? Okay, first let's factor out and try to get the greatest common factor out of these two terms here. We have negative 4x squared minus 12x. Let's write it down. we can take x as a common factor because x power 1 is the lowest power, so it will be x. And 12 is divisible by 4, so we can take 4x or negative 4x. We have a negative here. We can take negative 4x as a common factor. So when we divide negative 4x squared by negative 4x, it will give us x. If we divide negative 12x by negative 4x, it will give us 3. If we take out negative 4x as a common factor, it will be negative 4x multiplied by x plus 3, which is equivalent to this answer. Question 3. Which of the following is equivalent to 2x cubed plus 4? Okay, let's write it down. Let's try to take out the greatest common factor here. There is no other variable here, so we can only take 2, as 4 is divisible by 2, so we take 2 from both as a common factor. So it will be 2x cubed plus 2. Here is the answer. Question 4. Which of the following is equivalent to 5x plus 15? Let's write it here. We have 5x plus 15 is equivalent to 5 multiplied 3. So we can take 5 as a common factor here. So we'll have 5x plus 3. So this is the correct answer. Question 5. Which of the following is equivalent to a square plus ab? Okay, let's write it here. A squared plus ab. A squared, it's as if we are saying a multiply a plus ab. This if we are saying a multiply b. We can take a as a common factor. We'll have a multiply a plus b. So this is the correct answer. Question 6. If x is not equal to negative 1, find the value of 1 over x plus 1 multiplied to x plus 2. Okay, so we have 1 over x plus 1 multiplied by 2 plus 2x. So we can take 2 as a common factor between this, this expression here. So we have 1 over x plus 1 and 2 multiply 1 plus x. Okay, x plus 1 is 1 plus x, so we can cancel both of them out. So the only thing left is 1 multiply 2, so the answer is 2. Taking GCF twice. We will take the greatest common factor twice. Okay, you may need to take the greatest common factor twice. Okay, we have 22x squared multiplied by 3x minus 5 plus 44x. Okay, we can take the common factor here. We can take 22x as a common factor, or 3x minus 5 as a common factor. So we have 3x minus 5 multiplied by 22x squared plus 4x. If you are confused from this part, some of the students get confused. Just write it down like that. 3x minus 5 is equal to z, and factorize according to the equation to 22x squared z plus 44x multiply z. Take z as a common factor, then here you go. Okay? Consider this whole expression as a new variable. You can consider it like that if you're getting confused. Okay, so we have 3x squared minus 5, then we have 22x squared plus 44x. So we can take x as a common factor between these two terms and 22. Let's write it down again. So we'll take here 22x as a common factor for both of these terms. So it will be 22x multiply 3x minus 5 multiply x plus 2. This is the 22x we took out as the greatest common factor. Okay, now you are ready for factoring by grouping. Factoring by grouping. You have 5x power 5 minus 4x power 4 plus 5x minus 4. Before we start, we need to do this check. Let's see here, if these two terms here that have 5x, if their division will give you the same answer as these two terms, if their division is the same, then you can carry on and answer the question by factoring by grouping. But if they are not giving you the same answer, so it won't work by factoring by grouping. But don't only focus in this, the first and the third and the second and the fourth. No, maybe the first and the second, or the first and the fourth. There is countless combinations. Okay. So you see here, x power 4 is equal to x power 4. So both of them are the same. Both of their divisions give you the same answer. So you will start here. You take 5x as a common factor here between these two, and negative 4 as a common factor between these two. So we have 5x multiply x power 4 plus 1 minus 4 multiply x power 4 plus 1. Did you notice that? X power 4 plus 1 is repeated, so we can take it again as a common factor. You see here? Let's write it down again. So we can take x power 4 plus 1 as a common factor. So we have this final expression here, x plus 4 plus 1 multiplied by 5x minus 4. You see? Okay. We have here 5x power 5 minus 3x power 3 plus 10x squared minus 6. Let's make the test here. Oh, and something else. It's not only like if you have them in the standard form, then it's most probably the first and the third. Okay, so we have 5x power 5 minus 3x cubed plus 10x squared minus 6. So both of them has 5x squared as a common factor between them, and both of these numbers have negative 3 as a common factor between them. Okay, let's take the first two terms division, so it will give us 1 over 2x cubed. Let's take the second two terms division, so it will give us half x power 3. So they're the same. So this question is answerable by factoring by grouping. So let's begin. You will take 5x squared as a common factor here. It will give us x power 3 plus 2 minus 3. We take it as a common factor between these two. X cubed plus 2. You see here there's x cubed plus 2 is repeated, so we can take it again as a common factor. So we'll have x cubed plus 2 multiplied by 5x power 2 minus 3. Question 7. You have 2x squared minus x plus 3x squared minus x. You see here, if you can see it now, you already know that the answer is 5x squared minus x. But if you want the steps, let's see here, we have 2. We can take these 2 as a common factor. So we have 2 plus 3 multiply these 2. So it will be 5x squared minus 5x. This one. But you can do it just by vision, You see these are similar to each other. As if you are saying we have 2z plus 3z, so it will be 5z. If you're confused, just say that x squared minus x is equal to z. So it's 2z plus 3z. It will be 5z. Very easy. Okay, question 8. Which of the following is a factor of 6xy minus 9y plus 8x plus 12? Okay, let's take it here. Let's see what common factors. There is no one factor, that we can take from all of them. So let's try to factor this question by grouping, or this expression. Let's see here. We can take 3y from both of these terms, 3y, and we can take here 4 from both of these terms. So we can take 3y as a common factor here, and 4 from these two. It will be 3y, 2x minus 3, and 4, 2x minus 3. You see, 2x minus 3 is repeated. We can take it as a common factor. So it will be 2x minus 3 multiplied by 3y plus 4. So they're asking here, which of the following is a factor of? So these are two factors of this expression. So let's see if one of them is equivalent to one of these two factors. Let's see here, 2x minus 3. This is the one, so this is the answer. Okay, that's it for today. This part is just for fun.